time.
Hello YouTube, Dogfoot9 here, and welcome to episode 3 of How to PTFO, the series where I show you strategies and gun loadouts which I use on different maps on Rush. Now today, again, we're attacking, and this time we're on Tehran Highway. So yeah, we're using the loadout which I showed you in cool classes in episode 4, and we're going to be using the ACWR with a heavy barrel and a foregrip. Now, the thing with this loadout is, as I said before, it's got a terrible hip fire, but it's extremely good at medium to long range. And you can still aim down sights in close quarters, which I just did there, but if you want to hip fire, I wouldn't advise this loadout. Probably put a laser sight on there, but you can still kill people in close quarters. You just got to aim down sights, which sometimes can be a bit better. So yeah, so on Tehran Highway, sometimes you don't see players playing this map very well, and that's why I decided to do this one today. Because sometimes I see guys just sitting there with sniper rifles, like in this one, there's tons of snipers because they didn't know how to defend or attack it. And today I'm just going to be showing you how to attack it. I might show you how to defend it, but I haven't got in a lobby yet where I've been defending on this map. Well, I haven't got in one in a while really, because I haven't played this map on Rush in a while. I just decided to hop back on it, and then I found out that no one could do it when we were attacking. I seemed to be just like killing a few people and trying to get my team to push up, but they just weren't doing it. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to. So yeah, I'm using the engineer kit. Mainly because, as I said before, there's quite a few medium to long range engagements, and until you get into like the town area, definitely up on this hill, it's hard to get close to the tanks without them spotting you. But as I said before in the Striker car canned one, when you're in areas where there's building, normally the tank will have a gunner. They'll wait for a gunner so it can kill people trying to take C4 users out. So that's why I'm using the engineer kit here. And also you can use it to take out people over range as well, or just fire down on them, as I do in a minute. Now, as you can see, I'm using a burst fire. I'm burst firing this ACR, which is a nice way to use it, as it does have quite a high RPM and a bit of a lower ammo count in its magazine. So that's why I do that. And as you can see, you can rain down a bit of pain with your rockets here. Now, I was just getting into this fight here. I shouldn't really have been fighting someone on a launcher with a rocket. I should have probably got a bit closer and taken him out. But I just decided to show how you could use the long range capability of this weapon. And here we are, we get to see a tank, sneak up right behind it and blow a rocket straight into the back of it, which does do a bit of damage, and then the tank finishes it off, and I can pick up an easy kill. As normally when people get out of tanks, you've got a couple of seconds while they're kind of disorientated, and they don't know what's happening. And while that happened, my teammates have run down the hill, which sometimes can be quite risky, but when you catch your enemy team off guard, it can be quite successful. So yeah, and another tip I've got for this map, except from using just the engineer kit and stuff like that, is use the Amtrac to your advantage. Now, this Amtrac is very, very useful. As you probably all know, when the start of this game came out, people didn't blow it up very often, and that was really, really, really bad, as people just position Amtracs behind you and the defenders, and then people just jump out. So if you're a defender, it's quite hard, and if your engineers weren't taking them out, then you'd be kind of dead. So because there's this really powerful gun on the top, and it's just a mobile spawn point constantly, and that can be quite a bit of a danger to the defending team. But ever since Close Quarters has come out, I don't see many of these Amtracs being destroyed, especially on this map. This Amtrac wasn't really threatened until we'd done a bit of damage to them. Now, I did jump out because they were locking onto us with javelins, because they finally noticed that we were there. But normally this is extremely powerful, and as you'll see later on, my team actually put it in a really good position, and I use it, I think. Yeah, I use it towards the end of the game, and if we hadn't taken out that final MCOM station, we'd have done quite a bit of damage because we're in a tank battle at the end. But I don't want to ruin it for you guys, so I like to do that. I like to put it straight next to those two objectives there. Well, straight next to, I think it's A. I can't quite see on the screen, but I think it's B. No, I think it's A. Yeah, it's A, and I like to drive it straight in there, try and take out as many people as I can, and then hop out and shoot people down. Now, as you see, I just unlocked the heavy barrel for the ACWR, so I did kind of lie a bit. I wasn't using the heavy barrel all the way through this gameplay, but towards the end I am. And anyway, I did play this map after recording this actual gameplay session, this game, and using the heavy barrel I actually got a better score than I did here, but I had already edited everything down, and it was a bit of a longer match as we were struggling to take out some of the objectives as I was pushing forward, but my team, as I said, were sniping, so it was kind of me and a couple of other guys, and I couldn't really spawn on anyone except from the Amtrak, as my squad was snipers. But I shouldn't be making excuses, and one thing you should notice is, especially these last two bases, they will be covered with C4. I've been Claymored, C4'd, noob-tubed from a guy who was sat in the corner, and the list goes on, but yeah, I wouldn't really, you must need to watch out for that area especially. So one thing with the rockets is you can put the explosives upgrade on and blow your way in there and just blow up all the C4 around there. And as you can see, we don't have that objective, but just for precaution, I brought them in the Amtrak to take out any guys which could cause any problems, and I saw a tank, so I decided to get into a battle with it. And as you can see here, I was about to destroy it, but the game just finished. So yeah guys, I'll see you guys later.